This is part two for God saying that this person has to look themselves in the mirror. Um, it's like this person may see you now. They might actually kind of be waking up to who you really are. But it's like for you, it just might be too late. You get what I'm saying? Um, you're going through like a death and a resurrection, a rebirth, a transformation, and it might actually just be too late. Like you may have already inside just become comfortable with being alone, with pursuing your own hobbies, your own goals and interests, to where you're becoming about your bag. You get what I mean? You're getting into your bag and you're realizing like where you've been sacrificed. You're looking at all these different relationships, pretty much seeing who was who and what was what, and saying, you know what, like I've been taking the short end of the stick. I've been, selling myself too short. And now you have a better understanding of dark and light energy. Now you have a better understanding of what it is to sacrifice yourself with the hangman or be sacrificed. Being sacrificed allows you or doesn't allow you to get any new opportunities. And so it's looking at the lack of opportunities and the fact that you haven't had this bright new beginning that you wanted. And you're in hangman position, looking from underneath, inspecting where you've gone wrong. Because this person or these people made you extremely imbalanced. This is when you're in balance, everything is in harmony. You're not at war with yourself. Your emotions aren't up and down. You're not fighting with yourself internally. So if you have this imbalance between mind and heart going on, you have to question who it is you have around you or what environment that you're in that has you completely imbalanced. Check your energy. You know what I'm saying? Not just your energy, but energies around you. Because these things would not let you. This is the Five of Cups being in sorrow and despair. And again, this is the same thing that I just told you. This is the Five of Cups in the reverse again. This is mirrored energy here. Look at this. We have two Five of Cups in the reverse. This is mirrored energy. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks in front of me that I'm pulling from. And out of all these decks, I'm getting mirrored energy. Mirrored souled energy. So what does this tell us? Why is everything coming out in doubles? It's because this is a mirror reflection. The things that you went through with this person revealed things that needed to be healed inside of you. But also now it's like, okay, well, what lessons do I take from this? Do I keep dealing with this person? But my advice is to stand back for now, because this is the whole big thing. Now that things are becoming clear with the moon, means there have been illusions. Things are becoming more clear, but you don't know how God wants to deal with this person or these people. And it has nothing to do with you. That's between them and God. So God is saying, take a step back. Focus on yourself. Heal yourself. Love yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because we have this new Page of Pentacles offer here. There's a new Page of Pentacles coming in, which is a new financial beginning. After suffering in the lack of the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This is after gaining the truth about, this is about an awakening. This is about learning about authority figures in our lives that have been walking in corruption. These people have not had your best interest at heart. They haven't considered who you are, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do, how you're feeling. They haven't been your soundboard, your backboard. They haven't been that listening ear for you or that shoulder to cry on. So now you want to make a decision, see, because you're waking up. You're waking up here with this Four of Swords in the reverse, see? This is what is being revealed to you, though. You see how she's in darkness here, but there's still light shining? But there's light shining on her womb here. They've been using your feminine energy, your sacred womb, which is your divine feminine, powerful energy that you get from God. They've been siphoning this from you, tapping into your divine energy, taking that from you while keeping you in the dark. Keeping your head, her head is up here. Her heart and her head are in the dark. In a dark headspace. In an emotionally dark space. In order to siphon this light energy from her golden womb. And so she is pissed off here. She is very mad. Like, if you look at a person like this, you would see that they've been through a lot. And see, you were going through a lot. And these people just allowed you to stay there. They saw that you were going through a lot, and they just watched it continue to happen without lifting a finger. So of course that's gonna hurt, being left in the dark. So we have this King of Swords in the reverse. It was in the upright, but when I picked it up again, this King of Swords was in the reverse. I've been seeing this King of Swords energy as God lately. God coming in when it comes to third-party situations, leaving you in a stalemate, not being able to make a decision between two different choices. Putting you in a headspace of not being able to make a decision. Because here, this is clarity, this is the right answer. Here, we have the moon behind it. It's illusion and lies. You have illusion and lies, and you have the truth. And it's like, God saw this third-party situation put you in a headspace of not being able to make a decision. You were battling between head and heart, your emotions and your mental, in order to make a decision to move forward, and you couldn't. So anyway, these people tried to convince you that there wasn't a betrayal. They played in your face, and they tried to convince you that these things were just all in your head. And this is where the cloudy lack of confusion has been, in terms of trying to find the light and the dark, like trying to find your way in the dark. But this right here clarifies. This is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. This is the ultimate betrayal. So that coming out is showing the fact that this indeed was a betrayal.
And they're trying to actually protect you, right?
Yeah. Go eat your popsicle. It's gonna melt. Watch your elbow. So I'm saying all of this to say that they've been trying to play around with you and trying to convince you that these things that happen really didn't happen, and that you're just exaggerating. You're being dramatic. You're upset for no reason. You're hurting for no reason. Oh, you're not over this yet? Gaslighting you into believing that you're the problem and that you have no reason to be upset, when really this 10 of Cups was supposed to belong to you. It did belong to you, and it still belongs to you. And you are at war with all these karmic masculine energies that can see the fact that you have a 10 of Cups in your divine path. And everything and everyone has been coming against it in order to sabotage it before it even gets to your hands. But little do they know, they can't have it. That's the thing. They can't take it away from you. And see, this is the thing. These people have done this before. That's where another one of these like cycles in the energy that I keep seeing is the fact that this is a routine for these people. What? You will. Just let me finish my video. Not today. But she wants a YouTube channel really bad. Anyway, stop, Lil, please. Let me finish this. So anyway, the point is that they had a choice to let you come out of this sadness by bringing clarity to you, bringing a sense of relief to you, a sense of restoration, a sense of community, healing, support, understanding. But they withheld all of that from you. They were in denial of the fact that they ever did anything wrong. And then spun the narrative and gaslit you into believing that you were, in fact, the problem, when it was never you. You understand? Can you wait, please? Anyway. If you interrupt again, you're going to be in trouble. I'm recording a video. I just want to see if there's any final messages here. So God is coming in and putting a stop to this. Revealing the truth of what has really happened here. Not the falsified story, the fabricated story that everyone is parading and charading around, because their truth is not God's truth. And the truth, the real truth, always comes out in the end of who was the one causing the chaos and who was the one who was innocent, the one who did nothing wrong. It will be revealed. And that's what's, God is fed up. He's fed up with people talking trash, people putting dirt on your name, people making you look bad when it was never you. They spun the narrative around in order to make it look like it was you. All because why? They had something to hide. And this has all been what's been revealed on my board for the last few days, is that these people have been outrunning karma for a long time. And so they found the perfect sacrifice, which was you. And so they sacrificed you. They didn't care about your wants or your needs. They caused you chaos. 5 of Swords. And guess what? Now it's backfiring. And now that everything's starting to backfire and their energy is being returned back to them, guess what? Now they're going to want to play nice. At the end of the day, maybe in the future, once they actually learn their lessons and karma is cleared, who knows? Maybe in the distant future, there might be a reconciliation. But until they actually learn some lessons about how not to treat somebody, there's no reason to have them around. Because you know what? It's not cool to put somebody on the shelf or put someone on the back burner. That's not right at all. You can't tell someone you love them and then show them otherwise, that you really don't, you're not feeling them too much. You can't act like you're feeling somebody and you're not feeling somebody. You get what I mean? And it's not fair to leave anyone hanging, just waiting on you to decide. No one has that much time. You have a lot of wasted time with these people. Justice in the reverse. Again, when you ask God for the answer and you say, God, was I treated unfairly? And this card comes out, injustice, justice in the reverse, is the fact that they can lie all they want to about what happened, when it happened, how it happened, who it happened with. The fact that you're illusional and delusional and all that good stuff. But guess what? When you ask God a question, and look what comes out right after that, we got injustice with the death card. God is saying, I'm putting a stop to this because I've let it go on long enough. God let it go on for the sake of transformation, but this is stuck energy. This is the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is not going anywhere. No one is going anywhere. Look at this. Eight of Cups walking away. And like I said, whether it's a permanent walking away or a temporary walking away, either way, you're walking away to regain your own structure and your own balance and your own routine, because these people had you juggling. They had you not knowing your right from your left, all because you wanted love with them and from them. You were willing to give up whatever you had to for them, only to not show up. Three of Wands in the reverse. They never showed up. And so you were heartbroken. Heartbroken. And then when you finally decided to take a stand for yourself, this is the shadow side, it says. Then all of a sudden, their shadow side appears. They get mad because you finally say enough is enough. Like, I'm done. Like, instead of just saying I'm done, you're proving that you're done. I'm sorry, it's 90 degrees and I'm freaking hot. And I'm thirsty. But anyway, we got the Seven of Cups, which is these illusions. A lot of different cups with a lot of different illusions. And the Tower in the reverse, with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This Three of Pentacles in the reverse is coming out again. Again, double. God saw the fact that these people were not willing to collaborate with you. They weren't willing to support you. They weren't willing to be there for you in any way, shape, or form. You were doing the giving, but they weren't giving anything in return. Therefore, it became imbalanced. And the universe views it as, you're causing this person to juggle because of the fact that you're not giving anything in return. Therefore, it's imbalanced. You having them on the back burner, or you making them pour from your cup, but you're not pouring back, that's deception in the eyes of the universe. That is giving off illusion energy. So, okay, you're making the person they're making you question yourself, as if making you feel like you're not good enough. Because if you were good enough, then they would be giving to you. They would be loving you. They would be sharing with you and making memories with you. They would be opening their door to you. They would be having a seat at the table for you. Not calling you when they have a problem. But then when it's the shoes on the other foot, vice versa, you don't have them to call. That's what God is saying. But this tower, this person or these people did not want this tower that they built to be destroyed, because they were benefiting off of this tower that they built. And so they didn't want this tower destroyed. They were benefiting off of you, and they didn't want you to find out how they were benefiting. By making you feel crappy, they were siphoning your energy. That's what you call an energy harvest, an energy sacrifice. But rest assured, because your victory is at hand. This person ignored the hand of the universe. That's why Four of Cups is ignoring God's offer. So when they ignored your offer, they were ignoring God's offer to them. Because the road to you was the road to their abundance. And when they, you know why they didn't pick it though? Because they didn't want to change. They didn't want to admit that they were less than perfect. They didn't want to admit that they had a problem. They wanted to hide from it instead and tear you down instead. This is the Empress in the reverse. King of Pentacles. These are people who are self-righteous, greedy, stingy, materialistic, envious, greedy, and jealous. Period. They decided that taking you down would be easier. Siphoning your energy would be easier than coming clean in the face of the Most High. They didn't want to do the work. They didn't want to face their shadow side, humble themselves before a mighty God, admit their fault, and become righteous. They wanted to tap into your being and throw you under the bus in order to make themselves feel better and shame you and blame you as if everything is your fault. Yeah, see? It's like five of wands. Look at that energy there. That's chaotic energy sending demonic warfare to someone's doorstep only so that they can't escape this mental prison. Okay? You are not allowed to send demonic warfare to someone's doorstep to keep them mentally imprisoned, to cause them shame and blame and guilt. Make them, turn their world upside down because using their energy is beneficial for you. This is an energy harvesting ritual. Sending demonic, chaotic warfare to someone's doorstep just so that they can't break free mentally out of this mental prison that you put them in. These people dumped their cup when it came to you. And you know what? They were okay with you staying there. The Magician in the reverse. Had God not broken you free, again, this is the third Magician in the reverse. I already showed two magicians in the first reading before this. 3 magicians in the reverse. So if you needed your confirmation about if these people have manipulated your energy and tried to take you down maliciously, oh, it's the truth. They really did. And now you're the Queen of Swords, stepping out of your emotions and into logic. You're like, I'm not going to lead with my heart anymore. It's not going to stop me from loving, but I'm going to use my mind more, use my logic. Because these people siphoned your strength in the reverse. They drained you. And then you wonder why you have nothing. They come rushing in to get that good energy, all those lines of communication open up, just to leave right on out with all that good energy in their cup, to go and party and drop it like it's hot and turn their back on you again. They're good enough to come in and get good energy from you, but they're not, they're acting like you're not good enough to actually have any type of solid commitment with them. But this is what I'm going to conclude it with, because I'm going to see if I have, yes. This is the conclusion, is that they are living in darkness, okay? Because they have karma on their ass. And that's the message that I got today, that I've been waiting to come out. The Star in the reverse and the Seven of Swords in the reverse with the High Priestess. You tapped in to the fact that they were after your star energy, in this deceptive energy, trying to lead you down a path of darkness. And you probably dealt with some darkness and you were led astray, because your intuition was telling you that there was something off about this person, these people, this group of people, whoever. Something was telling you that there was something off about it, but you didn't want to believe it. And so this was like a growth for your intuition, for you to realize that you do have an intuitive gift. You do know when something is off. And now God is teaching you, though, you have this gift that I have given you, and now it's your responsibility to know how to make the right decision. Like, God proved to you that you have intuition, but if you don't listen to your intuition and take your heart out of the matter and use logic and intuition and step out of your emotions when it comes to dealing with people, you're going to be led astray. You're going to be led on the wrong path. You might fall in a ditch. Don't trust any person. Trust only me. Four of Wands in the reverse. This turned out to not be a good situation, but it was a learning lesson. This is taking an honest look and evaluation of every situation. These are people wanting to show up at your doorstep and lay their burdens and baggage down at your doorstep, as if it's your responsibility. Don't carry anyone else's burdens. That is not your job. It's not our job to do that. And guess what? When you learn all these lessons and you do your healing, Ace of Pentacles. New financial solid offer. Learn your lessons and you get this new financial windfall of abundance. And I'm not saying to leave everyone behind permanently, but for the time being, until you're clear on if these people are for you, if they're for you or not. If you don't feel like you're getting a clear answer at this time, just stand back. Work on yourself and wait. Beautiful card to end the reading with. The World. This is a completion of a very long major cycle. This is generations of karma playing out. These are bloodline wars. Bloodline wars at play. Nine of Pentacles. This is healing childhood trauma. Six of Cups in the reverse. What's one for the road? We have the Fool in the reverse. It's like God is saying, thank you guys. Hope you love this reading. like, subscribe, and share, and click that notification bell so that when I upload more real reads, you can catch me on your notifications.